You're watching PTV.
I want my PTV.
I want my PTV.
I want my PTV.
You're watching PTV.
You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Starring Arnie De Herrera, Doug Silva, Ben De Herrera, and Sherry Ketzel. featuring all your favorite Christmas crafts with Sherry, holiday drink recipes, and holiday home decorating tips from the boys, holiday shopping, and so much more. It's time now for PTV Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live Holiday Edition. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug after I got the burps.
I'm Ben.
Like Barney from The Simpsons.
And I'm Sherry.
We had yogurt time for dinner.
If you hear any random laughter in the background, Sherry's grandson, who we will fondly refer to as the boy, is on our set tonight here in our studio.
He's in our peanut gallery.
Yep. It's good to have him there. Hello, the boy.
That's the child. We can't name names because, the internet's just full of stranger danger, so...
Yeah. Alex says, look,
We're
Gudetama.
protecting the innocent.
Yes.
Oh, that ship has sailed.
Names are powerful things.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we have some things to share about stuff that's been happening around the villa.
I hurt.
Yeah.
4 days of hard physical labor. But the payoff is great.
The payoff is great. We'll show you a little bit about that, but there's a little thing that Doug wants to share with everyone because he did see this. So
we were taking our break.
Ants. They're on the side of the house. They're not in the house, but there's armies of them.
And there it is.
Can't you see those little...
It wasn't a bad word, but he wanted to be funny.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we have a little super chat there. Gene G with a $4 super chat. So much fun tonight. Thank you so much, Gene, for the super chat. We really appreciate that. Yes,
I
indeed.
don't like wildlife. I know it's not in our area. But we gotta spray. We gotta spray.
We have a
Poison. Lots of poison.
We have a direct message from Richard
Yes.
telling you to stop cheating and to give us the full craft during the craft segment.
I will, but I'm making one so that you can see what it looks like before I get started with them so that you will know what it's going to look like done. I promise, Richard, I'll go through the whole
Simpson thing yet
step for you.
Where is it? It's on the phone. Where's
it's
my
on the
phone?
phone. I've got to isolate this one little audio clip that Doug wants me to isolate. I haven't done it yet for The Simpsons. It's Grandpa Simpson responding to Homer.
Oh, yeah.
Batch.
So, yeah, he wants to get that. Indeed. The ants are there, however,
And they're on the property line.
Yeah,
they're
walking along the perimeter.
Yeah,
But they haven't breached a threshold on the house.
No.
Nope, not inside.
No, the only thing we have...
They're getting together and...
Oh, they're coalescing. They're coalescing, so they're going to take, a front. But right now we have springtails in our bathroom sink.
Yeah.
And then there's this gnat that comes every single night to my lamp where I sit at my spot.
Richard does say diatomaceous earth. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Diatomaceous earth.
So,
We use that all in the garden.
We do have that in the garden, so he likes.
No.
It has kept the ants away from the growing stuff that we have in the planter, so that's a good thing.
Well, they're needing organic material to live off of. So,
but we can get the show started. But first, we want to share. One of our little friends is with us tonight. Yes, indeed, Chatty is with us. He was actually watching us as we were working out in the front yard, so You know, we've got that front yard project going on.
He was probably horrified to be outside.
Yeah. What's up, kid?
You'll notice he's in the shade, so he's a little concerned about fading, so he wants to make sure that he's careful. So
Yeah, that is a smile of denial.
Yeah. And it has all the little Keith he's shutting like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Keith the pepper tree is definitely shedding a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've got to do something about that. But we're not exactly sure how that's going to happen. But
we're going to get gutter guards to clean our gutters. We cleaned up the gutters.
Yeah.
Took us over an hour to do. We have tiny gutters. Like, it doesn't go around our whole perimeter or only sections. But we got the vacuum cleaner up there. It was all kinds of ghetto. It was great. I mean,
not ghetto.
But they're super clean.
It was super clean. I had to get up there with the vacuum. The thing is,
Cleaner?
yeah, we had the vacuum cleaner in the gutters.
We needed the vacuum. Well, I'll tell you, I could not fit my hand. I've got tiny hands, but I could not fit them between the edge of the drain gutter or the rain gutter and the tile that's on our roof. There's only so much space there.
It was a mess.
Right. Because the tile roof hangs over part of the gutter.
Yeah. It was
wide
wide
enough.
enough.
Here is this gutter. Literally right here when we had all the rain, all the atmospheric rivers, we'd hit there and it feels like Niagara Falls. And I knew it was clogged. Oh, it was clogged.
Yeah.
It was we had to get the chisel or what's that thing that's a screwdriver.
Yeah, a screwdriver.
And we got in there and then we vacuumed it. And because he's like, I can't get my hand in there. I put a car wash sponge in there to try to scrape it. It wouldn't get it. We tried a trowel. That wouldn't get up there. And so he decided to suck it all out.
I tried a little weed poker, but
the weed poker wouldn't work, so he finally got a screwdriver.
And it finally did, but the vacuum cleaner was the best part. It did a good job.
The little giant paid off.
Yeah. So
then that night we're like, oh, we can get gutter guards.
Yeah. So now we're doing research on gutter guards for the little sections that we need.
Because he has tiny little volleyballs that.
But it was a bit traumatic. What? Let's go ahead and make a cocktail. It was traumatic.
Whatever.
So let's do a cocktail. A Christmas cocktail is coming.
That's so loud.
Okay, so we have our cocktail here. Oh, look at that! It froze. The camera is there. It's really there, but for some reason it froze.
We're cursed. I don't know
why. It was working before.
Just don't give it up.
It was working just before we went on air.
Yeah.
I tested it, made sure it was working. But I'll leave that camera up there, that angle, so that you can see what's going on with it.
Can't put your hand there? No, you can't.
See? It's not. Anyway, I wanted to let you know what we're making. We are making a mistletoe Manhattan. This drink is sponsored by Cruising for Food. Wanda was gracious enough to give us a cocktail shaker that we use to make a lot of our cocktails. Tonight is not going to be shaken, though.
No, I tend to say breaking them.
Yeah, but I tell you, I don't know why that camera just froze on us. So I'll go ahead and just leave it
Can't
as
you click on it?
No. It doesn't do that.
It doesn't like you.
I know.
Look at that.
Megan has entered the building.
Just in time for me to make a mistletoe Manhattan. This is an interesting drink. I don't really drink a lot of whiskey. This is a bottle of Maker's Mark whiskey. We've had this bottle for probably
circa 2016 or 17.
Probably 2018, 2019, I'd say.
It's older than that.
And
so pre-pandemic.
Pre-pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still there.
Still good?
It's whiskey.
Sure does smell like it.
Mine smells.
Did you hear that?
What did he say?
The boy said it's whiskey.
It's alcoholic.
So I'm going to go ahead and start by making this drink.
I taste bourbon.
I am going to take a glass. I'm going to put some ice in. I guess you could call it like a highball.
We got these glasses at Macy's on sale in the clearance aisle.
Yeah, it was great. So I've got some ice there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting in this mixture of liquid. This is maraschino cherry juice and white cranberry juice. So that's an ounce altogether. I'm going to start by putting that in the cocktail.
2 ounces of whiskey.
Yeah. And then I'm going to put in 2 ounces of whiskey. It's a good thing that I put that in because that maraschino cherry juice is thick. It's almost like medicine. That thick. So,
Is it like syrup?
yeah.
It is. It's Luxardo maraschino
cherry. The liqueur is maraschino. And then, let's see.
Glug glug.
1 and 2. So I've got 2 ounces of Maker's Mark whiskey there.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of whiskey.
Yeah.
The syrup, and then you got vermouth.
But it's got syrup and fruit juice in it. I'm also going to be using...
Well, half an ounce.
This is the sweet vermouth that we opened last week, I think it was.
Come to find that only lasts 3 months, and you have to refrigerate it after opening.
Okay, so you guys have got to use a lot of drinks that have sweet vermouth.
It's actually good. It's good for cooking, actually.
No, that's dry vermouth.
The thing is, vermouth, period, is... If you use a dry vermouth, that also has to be consumed within 3 to 4 months of opening it. So,
then that's
it's just vermouth in general. So yeah, okay. So I've got that in there, and I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple of dashes of bitters.
1, 2.
And this is just regular, old-fashioned aromatic bitters by Fee Brothers. You can use Angostura. That's traditional.
For some reason, we didn't have that.
But we just have kept consistent with our bitters. We like to have the Fee Brothers. Now, for this one, you stir it up. So I've got a bar spoon. I've got to learn how to really use this bar spoon.
So it's stirred, not shaken.
Right.
Well, you're not supposed to put it in a square glass.
Yeah. It's usually a round glass, a round highball kind of thing.
We drink glasses that are square.
What did the boy say?
Like James Bond, stirred, not shaken.
That's right.
It looks like Coke.
Actually, it does kind of look like Coke. But this is a mistletoe Manhattan.
Is it going to put hair in your chest?
Oh, that's smooth.
I'll take a swig.
That is smooth. I like that, actually.
Is it creamy?
No.
Not creamy, no.
Look at it.
But I sure feeling it warming up. It's warming up my insides here, so that's good.
That's not Del Taco talking either.
No.
Or the Costco hot dog. We had Costco hot dogs, and those things are delicious, but they repeat on you. Oh.
When did you have a Costco hot dog?
We had to go run some errands. We ran out of chickens. We needed bread, and we needed a coupler for the side of the house.
Not plural chickens, just chicken in general. So
they're flat, they're dead, they're frozen. A bag of them. I needed them. I need my chickens.
Okay.
Because there's a difference between thighs and breasts.
We have cocktail in hand. We can go ahead and move forward with a Hallmark Channel
That's
movie
definitely
review.
boozy.
Yeah, it's very boozy. So yeah. Let's do the review before we forget what we're doing. Okay, I had to highlight this one there. Yeah, the boy is a smart ass. So
I can't say that about the ants, and my word that I use in the ants didn't need to be bleeped.
It made it funny.
But of course, Donna says, like his mama, and Megan says, I know, I'm so proud.
Okay, the wedding contract. Rebecca, a teacher, and Adam, an ad executive, are excited to plan their Jewish wedding, but their wedding and future are put into jeopardy when Adam lands a new ad campaign and their mothers meet. So,
I like the Jewish mothers. They were not too over the top, but very typical. All the Jewish tropes. I like the movie.
One of the mothers, actually, we saw in the movie Five Star Christmas. So, we liked that.
I learned a lot about Jewish weddings.
She's the woman that came to the bed and breakfast that the guy had just opened.
Was that Adam's mother?
Yes.
Okay.
That was Adam's mom, yes.
Adam's mom. Yeah. Rebecca's mom kind of reminded me of Dharma's mom from Dharma and Greg. But I know it wasn't the actress, but she had some mannerisms that were similar. So kind of reminded me of that. Anyway, the wedding contract. Yeah, I was not really very hopeful for this to be very good. What about you, Sherry? What did you think?
I liked it. The only thing I didn't like was that I have never, ever, ever met a bride that was just so meek and mild and not getting pissed off.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that because I'll tell you, when the mothers were very pushy about all of their opinions about what they want and everything, why it was her wedding. Why didn't she just speak up for what she wanted?
See that
Well, same thing could be said about the wedding movie that we saw the week before, where the mother was really strong and wanted everything done her way instead of anything that the daughter-in-law wanted. She was trying to push her way into having the wedding that she envisioned for her kids.
Yeah,
And
like
I'm
I said,
sorry,
though, I have
no.
never seen a bride that is that understanding about everything and that willing to accept everybody's opinion and not really have one of her own and then finally make a decision. And it was just, to me, it was, that part was unreal.
Richard does have a point, but to be fair, most couples that fall kind of into love like that are giggly, googly, and
Googly-eyed, and
Well, let's face it. Adam literally fell into love. He fell right in front of her and was smitten immediately.
yeah.
So,
But I don't see anything wrong with their behavior because that's the way some couples are, especially when they're getting to know each other.
Yeah, and the thing is that there was a lot that was learned culturally.
Yes.
that was what was interesting to me. There were certain concepts, some of the traditions and things that I'm sure a lot of us were not very familiar with because we don't go to a lot of Jewish weddings. So it was nice to see, especially like the prayer shawl being.
I loved the prayer
That was
part.
cool.
That made me cry.
Yeah, I just thought they did it. It was paced well. The chemistry was great. Nothing was so over top. Nothing drug out. It was good. It was.
Richard, I have to disagree because they were only together for about 6 months before they got engaged.
Yeah.
That's very.
They did it pretty fast.
Not as fast as me.
No,
that's true.
Sherry didn't take 6 months. Sherry took 6 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we all rested after.
Oh yeah, it's been what, 30 some
Oh no.
Try again.
40.
It's going to be 43 in September.
43, yeah.
43 years.
Get through the summer.
But yeah, for us, I spoke with, I actually texted with Paul Eichenlau. He was not able to be here in the chat tonight, so he wanted to make sure that he got my opinion his opinion to us. He is our Hallmark savant. He gave it 2 Ben burritos, which is the equivalent of 4 gold crowns on our scale. We, the 2 of us, we gave it 6 gold crowns.
Wow.
I did too.
I gave it 7.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that was right there. It wasn't it was a fantastic film, but it wasn't an awful
It was
film.
entertaining. I liked it.
Look, they've had a lot of misses this year,
Yeah.
and I will say this: the film was actually very entertaining.
Yeah. So was last week's.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
both entertaining.
And I'm kind of actually looking forward to this coming week's.
I'm actually really
yeah.
looking forward to this next one. I'm liking, regionals, cultures, and everything. So the Indian wedding in next week, I think it's going to be done well.
Yeah, that
Now,
one's
I
interesting.
wanted to ask you guys, am I losing my mind or did I see an ad for one of the new Christmas movies in July that has to do with the prince in what looked like
An ice castle.
an ice hotel like we've had before?
We don't know what is the new movies yet. They're just running clips of a bunch of old Christmas ones.
because
Christmas ones.
we
We don't
saw
know.
some. Well,
Has that one been seen before? Something about the prince?
it's possible because remember we also saw a little clip of Lacey Chabert. We saw a clip of who's this Blossom from the what's his name?
I don't know.
Jonathan Bennett.
Jonathan Bennett's been
I saw
there.
him in the
He drives me crazy. I can't stand him.
No,
Joplin eyes. Ugh.
Hey, You're the one that wanted to have Jessie out all the time at Christmas time.
But she wasn't alive and talking and just every time he went to say something, his eyes got as big as his head.
Oh,
Every
wow.
movie.
Tell us how you
Wow.
really feel.
When Jessie would just sit still, her eyes were all looking like that. That was frightening.
It
You
was
guys
not.
gave us the toys. I just
Ben,
said, chuck
No,
that
no.
thing.
Jessie would just sit there. Her head starts to spin. It's just very creepy.
Leave my Jessie Christmas doll alone.
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about Jessie, the toy from Toy Story 2. Sherry has a Jessie doll, and it just creeps us all out, but she loves it.
Speaking of toy, Pixar.
No more though.
No. I think we turned her off, or we turned her away. Something
No,
like
you
that.
threw away because you gave us like a buzz when you were collecting and going through all your crap.
Okay, now
You
know
gave us stuff, and I told them to chuck that.
I will be really creeped out if it shows up again at the house this Christmas.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be
It's in the landfill, where it should be.
Megan says her eyes see through realms, and yeah, definitely. That's Margie. Hello there. We are just about done. I guess we're done with this movie. Next week.
Well, we got to talk about the Christmas movie. And Friday we didn't watch it. Was the Christmas
No,
House.
that was the Christmas House. We decided not to go there because it is a Christmas film. It is celebrating Christmas here, but
And one of the stars was Sherry's favorite,
Jonathan Bennett.
Yeah.
But also, it was the guy who passed away.
Yeah.
Treat Williams.
Treat Williams passed away, so
I'm sure they've selected that one because Treat Williams had just passed.
I just really care for that movie.
I'm not a fan of the house
Was
film.
Treat Williams the father in the house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So
He was having marital problems, and then no, there was no marital problems. They just needed to talk and get rid of all their emotional constipation.
It's entitled A Royal Christmas Crush.
That's new?
That's going to be a new one in July?
I think that's what I saw.
Okay.
Let me see.
Sherry's obsessed with this.
No, because in that one movie where they have the wedding in that ice hotel?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they go down a slide.
One of 17.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think they were pimping them yet.
That's from 3 days ago. So yeah, this is a new preview.
That's what
for
I thought.
A Royal Christmas Crush, Hallmark Channel. Up there's the slide.
June 15th.
With the slide cam.
June 15th, 2023. And it looks like the same identical set, the same stupid ice slide. So I don't know what they're going to do that's different with it.
Different cast.
Except that it's a Royal Crush.
Different ice.
Different cast. Well, I'll tell you what.
Katie Cassidy and Stephen Hazar.
Let's go ahead and take a quick break here. We'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition, and we'll just do a little cleanup here, and we'll be right back. Thanks.
We use the Friendly TV app to watch Hallmark. And now we can watch Lifetime, History, A&E, and more. There are over 30 channels from which to choose. We can even add Hallmark movies now to our subscription. Plans start at just $6.99 a month with no commitments. Download the Friendly TV app today at try.friendlytv.com.
You're watching PTV.
Okay, I need to clarify one thing about what Jim's screen said there. I said no show this week. There is a possibility he may be doing a show. However, he is in a situation where he's not at home. He's on vacation. So he might do a show live, but he might not. It's 50-50, he said. So Jim might be back, but he might not. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best.
That's a conundrum that we can't. We have to see how it finds out.
Yeah. So, but we want to talk a little bit about. It's Christmas, so let's talk a little bit about Hallmark. Okay, this particular ornament is an angel. I don't have any of the angels from this collection. It ran from 1995 to 1998. Sherry, do you have any of those in your collection?
No.
Yeah, I'm not really an angel fan for ornaments. I don't know.
There are some angels that I like. But
Oh, I love
You have an angel from 1977.
yeah. I do. I
love-
have an angel from 77, and I've got other angels, but none of these ever really spoke to me.
Yeah, they didn't. And know what? You're right. Jim is in Michigan visiting family.
But yeah, every Friday Hallmark does their 50th Friday, so they'll take a series, and this one that came out, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you know, it's 50 years of Hallmark, so there are lots of ornaments to show. In this case, they're showing some of their angels. So yeah, this series ran for 4 years. They finished it in 1998, but we don't have any of them, so
I don't have.
Oh,
that's sickly.
Was that the boy?
Yes.
Yeah, no, his allergies are bugging him.
Oh yeah, not surprised. They're bad right now.
He's not sick.
Okay, but that's Hallmark ornaments are definitely going to be coming up soon. In a month, we're going to be doing.
We got our invite.
Yep.
Yay!
We've
Early shopping pass.
Yes.
Megan's got a good question.
Okay, let's see. How many people have angels as their tree toppers versus stars? I'm a star tree topper girl myself. We have multiple different types. We have for finial dobra, we use quite a few different things.
Themes.
I have a star.
Yeah. Sherry has a star at the top of her family tree. I have 2 trees in the dining room. One is Hallmark. The other is my Disney Hallmark. The Disney Hallmark has a stuffed Mickey, and the Hallmark has a stuffed Rodney reindeer. So they both just sit on top of the trees.
And
their respective trees.
And my Tinkerbell tree has a Tinkerbell topper.
Yeah.
And then my miniature tree has an angel.
And where we're sitting right now is where my bedroom tree always sits every year. And it does not have a traditional topper. As it is, the ceiling in here is only about 6'8".
Yeah.
This house was built before codes became a thing.
Yeah.
So we're in a 1936 build. And I have a 6.5 foot tree. So it just kind of sits just below the ceiling. So I just line 4 little kind of beanie baby type of Mickey plush that sit on top of the tree. And that's my topper for this tree.
And then my kitchen tree actually has
a Starbucks cup.
A Starbucks holiday cup.
Yeah.
And then when I do my Winnie the Pooh tree, I've got a Winnie the Pooh puppet that sits on top of the tree.
And with the themes that we do through all of them, we have Cruella de Vil for Dalmatians. We have Mickey plush for the Mickey trees, as well as Disney. We have
the mouse ears with the train conductor for the train tea. We're kind of avant-garde, so the finial dobras are
peppermints.
But the traditional, like the nostalgia tree, that's very old-fashioned stars. I mean, I like it. I love Christmas angels. I do
have 2 trees in the hallway that hang on the wall. Those the little half trees, and those had glass finial dobras on it. The ones that are colored with stripes on them.
Yeah. Okay. But it's all for,
I like that everyone is starting to tell what they have for theirs, and
a fiber optic angel for Mike.
I like Michelle. She has an angel that's holding a star. So
both are represented right there.
Yeah, And Mike Wheeler has a fiber optic angel. So pretty cool.
And Mar uses a tree, a star.
Well, I'll tell you this. When you set up your trees, I would love to see your tree toppers. If you do, post it on your social media. Make sure that you tag it. Hashtag PTV Christmas.
Yeah.
That way we'll be able to see your Christmas tree topper. But we'll talk.
We're in June now. We're talking about 5 months from now where people are going to
people.
Less than 3 months for us.
For normal people.
Not everyone starts setting up their trees at
We're very normal.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Nikki Thor with a $9.99 super chat. The KOC premiere is just a few weeks away. Indeed, we are ready. We have our invitation. So we're very excited
about that. Take a picture of the star, Ken, and send it to us.
We're going to go on Friday.
Yeah, Ken, I'd love to see that. Same with Todd. I'd love to see the star that you have. Oh, Thomas Kincaid rotating Santa. I would love to see these because it's.
What's the day of the ornament premiere? The day before.
For us, it's an early shopping pass on July 14th. The actual premiere for everyone is July 15th.
July 14th, everybody.
No, that's Friday.
Friday the 14th.
That's our ornament premiere because we are members of the Keepsake Ornament Club.
Where are you going to be?
I may be up in Roseville because Tom comes home from Alaska the following day.
Oh.
So I may go up a couple of days early.
And is there. Todd of Christmas Clatter confirms the premiere is on the 15th.
That's a Saturday, but for Ornament Club members, it's Friday the 14th.
I like what Richard has to say. Upload your tree topper and hashtag Finial Dabra and tag Tree Villa. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
We're looking forward to the premiere. But in the meantime, right now, we've got a little taste of candy.
We literally have we have a tote that is just Finial Dabras.
Yeah.
Just with all of our trees that every 33 trees has one tote, and tree skirts, we have 2 totes for just nothing but tree skirts.
But see, for me, I hear the word Finial Dabra and I don't think of any specific tree topper. I think of just one.
Just the glass pointy.
Those are the glass pointy ones.
Yeah.
To me, that's a Finial Dabra.
Well, we have a taste of Canada tonight. As Doug is showing, and also the little picture that you see on screen, Nestle Smarties.
Nestle.
What are these?
They look like...
I think they're like M&Ms.
M&Ms. Let's see.
Or are they Jelly Bellies?
No, they look like M&Ms.
No.
Ooh, they're super flat.
Jelly
They look like buttons.
Here, boy.
Oops.
I feel like I'm calling the dog.
Yeah, make sure the boy gets an opinion on this.
Yep.
I'm trying them.
They're like an M&M. Super flat. They're like buttons.
And there we are.
Yep.
What do you think?
They're good.
They are very good.
They're a crunchy M&M.
I like the colors.
More candy.
I like the colors.
Yeah, I like the colors too.
Yeah.
Todd of Christmas says, what doesn't Nestle make? That's true.
Nestle.
N-E-S-T-L-E-S, Nestle's makes the very best chocolate.
Chocolate.
Everyone get these. They are delicious.
Oh,
they're from Canada.
Goes well with the Manhattan.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see.
Yeah, that pairs nicely.
Good.
Oh yeah, it needs lots of chocolate.
Yeah, that cocktail mix pairs very nicely
you
with
can
the
put
chocolate.
like a chocolate bar in that and eat it. We have chocolate cake left over from the woman who was pregnant.
That's right. The woman who's pregnant. We did a baby shower at my office. You'll see part of that in the moment of groovy at the end of the show. And it also features a baby quilt that was made by Sherry.
Yeah.
And she was very appreciative. You'll see her mouthing, "It's beautiful" in the moment of groovy. So pay attention.
Does anyone know what spree candies are?
Mm-hmm. I've eaten them.
Are they still around?
I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe.
Joseph.
No, I think Noah is here. Noah is usually a very good person at checking in for all of the research of questions, all that. So, yep, Noah's here. Noah, can I task you? Can you please find out?
I think sprees
Are
still
spree
around.
candies still around? And if so, where are they available?
Thanks, D&G. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's very nice. And of course, Mark says that sprees are like a tart candy.
Yeah, they're more
Oh,
candy and tart.
okay.
Okay.
I like them.
Well, you know what? I don't know if Ben and Sherry got anything this week, but Doug and I certainly did. So let's
Ugh.
show what we got this week. Now, what we
Are you
got,
going to show the back of the automobile?
it's part of the video.
Oh.
Yeah, it's part of the video. It's not necessarily something that was delivered to the house. Well, actually, we got 2 piles of stuff delivered to the house, and you'll see that here in this video. Right here, this was definitely delivered to the house. That is a dump truck from our local landscaping supply.
We can't help but work on our house.
Site 1. So we got a pile, 1 cubic yard of rock and 2 cubic yards of topsoil. So yeah, that was definitely delivered to the house. We are starting to work on the front yard. We did so much work last year on the backyard.
We just couldn't help ourselves. We needed to work on the front. No, it looked really shabby, like sad.
Yeah. So the wall there, you can see, that's a Disneyland rose, by the way.
Of course.
So the wall is there, but this whole dirt area here needed topsoil. And then we're going to put some plants there. And you'll see exactly what we do with it. At the end is a crepe myrtle that we had torn out. It was kind of dying.
We ripped that out Friday morning. Bye-bye.
And then here's Doug starting the process of moving 2 cubic yards of dirt. It was a lot of hard back-breaking work. It took us Friday and Saturday to do this project.
Yeah, but at least when you're removing the dirt here, you only had to move it across the front of your house instead of around the house.
It was nothing.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have to tamp it down, make sure that it's nice and firm. But yeah, we did not have to do too much. These plants are barberries, or this variety is orange rocket, and those are a variety of hebe, Hebe. I'd never heard of hebes. I've seen them all the time. I just didn't realize the name.
Oh, you're showing me
I've heard of heebie-jeebies.
And of course, we're taking them out and planting them, but they're nice green and deep purple, and they give off flowers as well when they're...
They have the corner up there has a little a hummingbird up there, so they're supposed to attract hummingbirds.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to attracting hummingbirds with the little flowers that these plants bear. And then Doug's planting also the orange rocket. Now, we did orange rocket along the side. Those are going to grow to about 5-6 feet tall. So we have them spread out. And the hebe gets to about 3-4 feet tall. And then, of course, you got to put down
weeds.
The weed barrier. So there's the weed barrier that we put into place. And then we started moving the rock as well. Oh yeah, this is after also putting in drip irrigation, which is really important these days for us. Water is precious in California these days. So even though we got a huge record of it, we wanted to make sure that we were being very responsible with it.
Like a pea gravel.
Yep. So there's the gravel all in place.
Are pretty.
The hebe and the orange rocket.
We got a super.
We have birds. See that where the ledge of it? There's a cherry tree next door. There used to be Greek's house.
That was sweet.
It takes the cherries and then they just they eat on it.
And you see the grass is dying. We're talking with our water department. We're thinking about having the grass torn out and then having them replace it. Well, they're not going to replace it.
They're not going to. We have to replace it, but we get a $1 for every.
Super chat from D&G Explorers. Sherry, now it's time for a well-deserved dilly happy retirement.
Thank you, guys. That's sweet.
So, yeah. And he is right. Water is gold in California. we never have enough of it. So
we have to submit go through the thing. It has to be 50% this, and it has to show before, afters, working sprinklers. Thank you, Ken. And we can get up to $2,000 for either the front and back. Well, now the back, but it's square footage, so $1 for every square foot. So it's roughly 675 square feet of lawn that just needs to go.
The front of the house is 675 square feet.
Yeah,
wow,
15 feet by 45 feet.
So we're very happy with how it turned out. But now we just have to work with the water company and see what they say about it.
Get some money.
We have to show them what the sprinklers look like now, and then afterward, we're supposed to use just drip irrigation for watering. So we're going to be doing that as well. That's going to take some time, though.
Yeah,
we're definitely not going to.
We're going to have to we're going to hire. There's more hiring involved because there's just our bodies are gonna
the grass. We do not have the right tools to rip out grass like that. So
and we have no way of dumping it.
Fun.
Rob,
Rob.
Yeah, definitely. That's Merry Christmas.
What?
It's Christmas in June, so Rob Fuzz is wishing us a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Do you not have the horns?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. There we go.
Now he's officially here.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's what we got this week. Did the plants show up in the car in that video, or did I cut that?
No, they were not.
Okay. Well, you'll see that in the moment of Groovy, definitely, because
those plants fit in an infinity.
They looked. They were in the back seat. They looked like
see out the window.
Passengers. We didn't put seatbelts on, but
we're not going that far.
We weren't going very far.
Megan made a loaf of sourdough bread for her Uncle Ben, and she promptly put it in the backseat of our car with a seatbelt.
Yeah, you showed us that last week. Old story. Moving on. We heard about that last week. The seatbelt bread.
Oh my goodness.
We heard about the seatbelt bread.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and we'll take another quick break here. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition.
Make it after all.
The 407 Original Brand Apparel celebrates Orlando's famous area code as an affordable casual line of clothing that allows you to say you love Orlando without saying you love Orlando. Shop my online store for men and women's 407 Original Brand Apparel today, where American Express is warmly welcomed.
Huh? Just telling Doug, yeah, I think it might be time to refresh that little bumper. We've got some new dishes that we can add to that instead. So, Ben, you say that you've got something that you want to taste sample.
Yeah, Sherry and I went to Safeway the other day, and we came across the Dole Whip products in our freezer section at the store. And they only had 2 boxes. One was mango, and the other was strawberry. So
they were all out of pineapple.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and try the strawberry here.
Okay.
According to their instructions, we were asked to remove them about 5 to 10 minutes before serving, and we did that. And now it's just a matter of it's soft now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the boy?
Oh my gosh!
It tastes like Dole Whip.
Yep, it tastes like Dole Whip. The thing is, it's not too sweet. It has the combination of the sweet and the kind of tart flavoring that you get from a strawberry. when it's just right. And this is just right. Oh my gosh, these are good.
Okay, so that sounds like it's a winner.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good.
So it's made by the Dole Whip people. What is there cream in it, or is it because I know the Disneyland and Walt Disney World?
I think it's a non-dairy product.
Yeah, the texture, Rob. When they made the Dole Whip, the machines at Disney parks and everything, they are specifically made. No one else has those because it's all made with air. There's no dairy in
I have
it.
to tell you though, there's a new yogurt shop up near Megan's place that has a Dole pineapple yogurt, and you can swirl it with vanilla. It is delicious.
So Mar is asking, what does the boy think?
He's quiet. He eats it.
Period.
He's saying yum, period.
Yum, period.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, this is definitely a repeater.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's something that I'll want to give a try to sometime
We
too.
could find it.
Now, where did you find it?
Safeway.
At Safeway. Okay. All right, then we'll go ahead.
I would like to try the mango. I may have to go back and get the mango.
Oh, everybody was eating the viral mango smoothies at Costco. I guess that's a thing. It's kind of new.
Yeah.
It looked absolutely vile. I mean, in the glass, it just looked very, everybody had one. But that's the new hot thing right now is the mango smoothie at Costco.
Okay.
Mark says, that's not going back to Trader Joe's.
No.
Nope, it's not. That's very good.
Okay. Well, Sherry.
What is my stomach?
It hurts his stomach.
No, what did you say?
So
The only place it's going is my stomach.
Yeah, the only place it's going is in his stomach. It's not going back to Trader Joe's.
That's nice. Okay, Donna says that they have a local frozen custard shop, and they make dairy-free watermelon
Dole Whip.
like a Dole Whip. And she says it's delicious. That sounds wonderful. I would try that.
Yeah.
I would definitely try that.
Take it upstairs real quick. Put it in the sink.
My understanding, Sherry, is that we have craft time coming. I mean, it is Christmas, so let's go ahead and celebrate this season with more craft time with Sherry. I really like that one. Sherry!
Are you dialing?
Yeah.
What do you mean am I dialing in?
You have to hit the little button.
Well, yeah, I do, but we've got this. But Sherry's not quite ready. Are you ready to do the three
Well, I can
cameras?
show you what I'm using first. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be ready for that. I am using a little golden book and some of these wooden discs that you can get that look like tree
trunks.
slices of tree trunks. And so what I did was, this is what you can go ahead and put the camera on, and I'll show you what the one I did looks like.
Okay. Oh, that's really cute.
So what I did was, let me move that over there.
Oh,
Why is there a
That's my little
monitor
mini-
going off?
yeah,
No,
that's your
my-
cricket press.
My mini press letting me know that it's
Oh.
it's going to turn off. Okay. I just took one of them. I had a bag of them like this. Just a bag full of them.
But Mark is saying move the melty peep out of the way.
Yeah, can you lift up the camera?
Or is that it for the camera?
Or does it have to be that low?
Here?
Ah, much better.
There we
You
go.
like it better?
Nope,
Okay.
higher. No,
Yeah, that's
move
good.
it.
That's fine.
Don't move it too much, we'll get sick.
There you go. Okay. So what I did was,
We've got some Mod Podge here.
Woo! Mod Podge.
Mod Podge. And all I did was just put a layer of Mod Podge all over the whole circle.
Elmer's glue?
Huh?
You can use Elmer's glue?
Nope. This is Mod Podge.
I know, but
Not you.
can't you use any substitute?
You know what? I've not tried with Elmer's glue. It would be interesting to see.
I
So
like
I
the-
just yeah.
It's the stump slice.
Yeah. So I did that and I let them dry. I did several of them. So these ones are ready to go. I'm going to set this one off to the side.
It's the Mod Podge crew is here tonight. Happy Mod Podge, everyone.
So then all I need to do is go through the book, pick out one that I think I would like for
Make sure
this dip.
story, a book that you can mutilate. You have lifetime supply.
Oh yeah, or
yeah, this was
this was given to me from a thrift store by my daughter-in-law. If you can find them at garage sales or secondhand stores for like 50-75 cents, it's not a bad deal. You don't feel bad cutting it apart.
Oh, it's a good source for artwork.
Well,
Yeah, it
look
really
at
is.
Sherry, that
Illustrated.
one Santa on the tape, that one right there, he's got such a happy expression on his face.
Yeah, he does. I was gonna let me
Well,
see.
you can see he's running away from Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, I know.
He is not.
Okay, Mara's curious. Is there a National Mod Podge Day? She's asking for the Orlando guy.
I have no idea.
Let me do a search for that.
Okay,
It's
let
probably
me
a
see. If I can
Crafters Day.
find- Let me see if these elves will fit. So they would fit something like that. So all I do is take a pen and just trace around it.
There actually is a National Mod Podge Day.
Mike Wheeler says it's May 14th.
We just had it.
That's right. May 14th is officially Mod Podge Day. So make a note of that. Next year, in 11 months, we're going to have to celebrate National Mod Podge Day.
And then
Actually, April is not Mod Podge month.
April?
I'm sorry, May. May is Mod Podge month, but the official day is May 14th.
Okay.
And then what I do is I just cut inside the mark. And with these, you can't.
Oh, she chose the creepy elves.
Oh no. Oh no.
And the thing is that with these wooden discs, you can't just say, oh, I'm going to cut a 2-inch circle because they're all shaped differently.
Yeah.
So then,
Like all stump slices.
Stump slice, yes.
so then I have to make sure that I get it in the position that I had cut it. And then, of course, I'll have to trim it.
Trim it or file it down with the memory board?
This one will definitely be trimmed because I don't want to file.
Oh, you don't want to file away the wood.
I don't want to file away the bark. Okay, now this one had Mod Podge on it that I already dried.
Yeah, she doesn't want to lose any of her stump slice.
Oh no.
And so I'm using my mini press, my mini press.
Those elves are getting stumped.
Oh no. What should we do?
Yeah, that deserves a...
And then I just go over it. And what happens is that the heat, and like I've said before, you can use an iron if you would like. I prefer the mini press just because it's more...
it's easier to use and it's evenly distributed as far as heat.
It's more consistent heat, yeah. And so what I'm doing is just going around and kind of trimming them a little bit.
Yeah, Sean's here all week.
Yep, all week.
Don't forget to tip your waiters.
Oh, the out of control tipping.
So there's that one. So then I'm going to get a little eye hook that comes with them. This particular set I got online, and it came with little eye hooks.
Oh.
As well as...
How do you put the eye hooks in? Do you...
I will show you.
Oh, all right.
I am going to get a pair of pliers.
Oh, dear Lord.
Because I didn't want to get my small needle nose. So I just got the ones that were handy.
All right.
I'm going to put it there.
Would it help if...
And then I'm going to find the center. What I think would be the center of the top would be probably right around there.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you just twist.
And then I don't twist the eye hook. I twist the piece of wood.
Okay.
Because it will...
It screws in easier.
Yeah, it screws in easier.
All right.
So I'm going to finish that one off.
So Outlaw Geek was asking, when is National Pinecone Day? Apparently, it's November 4th.
I think it was around. I think I saw something about that. We have to make a scene.
We'll make a scene about National Pinecone Day.
Well, I have to tell you, we were out and about this last weekend. And the boy happened to be with us and saw a pine cone and picked it up, and he's saving the pine cone for Doug.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pine
So
cone.
then instead of using the twine that came with them, I'm using this ribbon or this baker's twine that I've had from Michael's.
No, I think that's from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, this is from Hobby Lobby. And
Now, is that a metallic red?
It's white with metallic red.
That's very nice. I like that.
So I just cut a piece of it. Put it in the hole. And I'm one of those that if you can see the way the eye hook is in there, I put it so that the eye is
Sideways.
Yeah, sideways.
Oh, yeah.
So many ornaments will put it the other way, but then when you go to hang them, they hang funny.
It's
So
like
then all you have to
sometimes their little eye hooks they have in ornaments. If you don't do it just right, it rotates it, but you want to be one way.
So then I just take the two ends.
Ken, that is not a bad idea.
I hear this banging.
I think that's the ice baker.
No.
Knot them together, and just pull it until you get the length that you want.
That's if you know how to do knots like Sherry.
All you do is put the two together.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Make
remember
a
that.
loop, and then just stick those tails through.
That's an easy knot, Ben.
It is a very easy knot, and it holds quite well. I use this a lot with ribbon for ornaments and twine.
And
that's how you do. And then I cut it.
I agree with Sean, though. That was a very good tip on the eye hooks about twisting the stump slice instead.
Because then the hanger is that way instead of this way. Because when you put it this way, it hangs funny and it turns funny. So if you put it perpendicular, and then what I decided to do on this one is, you can see I have a little bow.
We are talking and crafting Christmas once a month for the whole year, except for July, where the whole month will be Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut a piece of ribbon.
Cruising Karen, I got to tell you, what's going on is every Monday It's if the Monday's the 25th or any day before the 25th, that is the closest Monday, we are celebrating the holidays here on PTV Live every month. So,
We're huge Christmas. We do.
If none of you have seen me do this before. You get your piece of ribbon, you put it under the back of a fork, bring this side up, and you want to make sure that the piece of ribbon that's behind is a little bit longer than the piece that's in front. Take the back one, bring it toward the front, put it between the middle tines.
Underneath.
And then you're going to push it down and bring it up underneath. I can grab it here.
Okay, I'm watching this on screen and I cannot believe what I'm saying.
And you're going to bring it. You're going to try and keep this part in the center. You're going to bring this back up over everything underneath there. I'm going to put it down. And tie a knot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you tried it last year, eons ago.
Yeah, I showed this once before, but I don't know how many people saw it.
Well,
and then you
there's going off.
you take it off.
And you've got a bow.
And you've got a little bow.
Got a question here from Ken Smith. He said, "Where can you find the wooden disc?"
All you need to do, you can find them at Christmas time. You can find them at Michael's. You can find them at Hobby Lobby. These ones I actually just ordered on Amazon because I did, I wanted so many of them. And then all I do is, but they're around. You can look online for wood slices, and you can get all different sizes. And then I just put a little dab of quick dry tacky glue. Who's being sassy?
Benji. He says it looks like that. Where did he go? Okay, it looks like that elf is being dumped into a bottomless Yuletide chasm.
And then I just make sure that it stays there.
Richard wants more Mod Podge.
Of course he would. Actually, there's a technique that I want to try with this type of ornament that I haven't tried yet. And then trim your tails off.
Oh, Mark says that sometimes Walmart will carry the wood discs as
Yeah,
well.
Walmart will too. And so this is basically what this looks like. But the technique I want to use takes Mod Podge. And then once you Mod Podge it, then you do a mixture of white glue with a crackle Mod Podge and a little bit of brown paint, and you lightly paint it over this and dry, and then it looks like an old cracked,
like an antiqued.
Yeah, like an antique.
Crackle Mod Podge is also available at craft stores, right?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So here's another one that's.
By the way, Sherry, Megan is saying tonight she's got to get the girl in bed.
Okay.
So your sister's going to bed.
Yay! And so this one I had cut out earlier.
More creepy elves.
An elf with a doll.
Basketball backboard. Oh, yes, the
I
trim.
don't know. It looks like that elf is trying to pick up the doll.
Yeah. These are.
So at any rate, that's I've got 3 more here to do, but that's
the craft.
That is the craft. It's a very easy thing to do if you've got all the things. Just look for. You don't need
Put
it.
them over so they can see. Yep. And that's all compliments of Little Golden Books.
Yep. Just this Santa's Toy Shop Little Golden Book.
But can you do with any piece of paper art that you want to turn into ornaments?
Oh, absolutely.
What about that napkin? Because you were always pulling napkins together, very decorative napkins.
You can use napkins. They're beautiful. If you can find, for these ones, you need napkins that have smaller prints, or if it's a large print that you like and you just want a portion of it.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find any nice Christmas napkins yet.
We're going through our closet and reorganizing, and we're going through our napkins, and it's like, I don't want to use these napkins. And it's like, oh yeah, Sherry, we can use crafts out of them because you don't want to
Yeah.
up the napkin.
They're pretty napkins.
So we can just crafty stuff out of it.
Yeah, and you don't even have to do ornaments. You can do little trivets. You can do all kinds of things with the Mod Podge, and you don't need a mini press. You can do it with your iron. You just need to be a little bit more patient and have it up as high as it goes and have it dry heat.
Okay.
And if you're afraid of burning the paper or napkin, just put a piece of parchment paper over it and iron it down.
I love it. Okay, it gets you ideas. Gets you the woody feel.
Shellac? Yeah, Richard says it could use a good shellac. And Dean G says it's better without the shellac. Makes it seem more vintage.
And then, Richard's hissing and...
Hush up. You wouldn't know vintage if it paid.
Behave, gentlemen, behave.
That's actually funny.
Actually, I will probably end up spraying them with a Mod Podge sealer.
Okay.
Outside, not in here.
Yeah, that's why.
Before you put your little bows and all that kind of stuff.
Actually, you can spray it with the bow on, and it will help preserve the bow as well.
Okay, cool. Well, Sherry, thank you. That's a very nice craft. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
They're fun to use for little ornaments or as gift tags.
Oh, gift tags would be great.
Yeah,
that's a good idea for gift tags.
Because instead of
and that way you can even date them.
Instead of a bow, well, you can always date them on the back as well with
Yeah.
a Sharpie. If you've got
Sharpie,
good...
please. You can just you can do another piece of fabric or another. You can print out some paper and have the year on it and just slap it on.
Yeah, you can.
Sherry, for that one, did you just use regular plain Mod Podge for that project?
Yeah, this is the Mod Podge I used.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just plain old. That was a question.
Yeah, I used the matte finish for everything because I don't like the shiny, glossy stuff. And sometimes I'll use, if I'm putting it on a plate, on a glass plate, I'll use dishwasher safe Mod Podge with fabric.
Sherry, Richard says that you've redeemed yourself from the last 5 crafts. Wow.
Well, to be fair to Sherry, she had a lot on her plate ramping up to
Retirement.
ending her tenure at school. So she might be able to
the weather last week.
Yeah.
And see, this piece is already dry. This is the one that
you Mod Podged at the beginning of the segment.
and it's already dry and ready to use.
Great.
So they don't take long.
By the way, Benji dropped another video on his channel today. It's about the Arctic Rescue Coaster at SeaWorld. So
the roller coaster.
Yeah, new coaster in Southern California. So woo!
And it's the 6th roller coaster at SeaWorld in San Diego.
What's really cool is that it's supposedly like a Pony Express, but it's like 3 times as long. So that makes it really worthwhile.
It puts you in the position of riding a snowmobile.
Yeah, it does. So it's really cool. All right. Well, Sherry, thank you so much.
And now that I am retired, I will try and do like a short. What I'll do is I'll make Arnie work. I'll just put my camera on and go through the process
and have Arnie edit it down
into a short.
Yep.
Yeah, just
what you need and
the vertical kind of thing so that we can get shorts there. So that's great. I like that idea because crafting is people really like crafting. I know I do.
Go to YouTube for everything.
Oh, yeah,
Such a fun ride.
yes, such a fun ride. It does look fun. Benji's done a couple videos about that attraction. It does look a lot of fun. And there's the link to his channel. Everyone, thank you so much. And to those that gave super chats tonight, I don't remember everyone that gave. I remember definitely D&G and Gene. There was another one.
And then there's another one.
There was another super chat from
It's here.
Yeah.
Who's that person?
I'll get
We're
it.
gonna get it because it's rude.
At the beginning.
Gene.
That was
And there was
Gene.
another one.
Yes,
Scroll.
there was
Get
another one.
sick. Oh, we'll do it. Scrolling. A lot of people working it.
Well, I hope Richard also likes
Mickey
the
Thorpe.
overhead.
Thank you. Mickey Thor gave us
KOC premieres just in a few. God bless layaway. We're gonna only take home stuff we absolutely need because we don't need those ornaments.
Yeah, Ben, what's happening on your show this week? Life with Ben.
Yeah, this coming Thursday, I am going to be doing a taste sampling of something that I had no idea there was so much variety on, and that is a bunch of different types of Lay's potato chips.
How many types are there?
Too many to count.
I picked up 12.
Holy cow. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
And they were all the classic style of Lay's potato chip because they have ruffles, they have wavy Lay's, but these were 12 different types of actual Lay's potato chips.
So yeah, we are on the countdown to Christmas in July on Hallmark. It's getting really close. Christmas in July begins in just less than a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the last wedding one is this weekend.
Yeah,
and
And
then
I'll let you know that
Thank you, Jeff.
One of the crafts coming up will involve Mod Podge, burnt umber color paint, and mastic caulking.
I don't like the sound of that.
That sounds interesting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Sherry.
Does it smell like chemicals?
Nope.
No chemicals?
Does not smell like chemicals.
That's sad.
So that'll be a fun one. You'll see what I'm doing with that.
Well, there are lots of things that we did this week. Like I mentioned, there was a baby shower at my office, so you'll see that. You'll see us working in the yard, and also the plants in the back seat. You don't want to miss that.
Oh yeah.
You'll want to see them arriving here at the villa in style.
He's very proud. Like,
But everyone, thank you so much for the super chats tonight. We really appreciate that. Of course, those go right back into helping purchase equipment for our channel, making things better.
we try.
Yeah, we do try.
It takes a lot of work.
Life with Ben drops Thursday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. We will be back here next Monday at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific with yet another episode of PTV Live. And then coming up the week after that, it's going to be Christmas in July. Remember, it's only 189 days until Christmas.
But that
We're going to start decorating for fall. Usually it's right after his birthday. I'll put up the fall stuff. That goes up at the end of July. And then it all comes down in September on the first day of fall.
See, I still like having my fall stuff up until Thanksgiving.
I know. But not us. Doesn't work around that way.
but we have 5 Mondays in July this year. So Christmas in July will be 5 weeks.
Yep.
We had 5 Fridays.
Am I doing a craft every week?
Well, whenever you're here, because you won't be here for at least one of those weeks.
Yeah. You're traipsing all over.
When you're not here, we will most likely have some kind of like a Christmas cookie or something Christmassy food-wise that we'll show.
Okay, I'll try and do some interesting things for
Jeff, that's terrible.
Christmas. What is he being snarky about?
No, he's got his Christmas lights on his house still.
Take down the Christmas lights.
Just leave them up, Jeff.
Jeff, turn them on in July every day. Remember, it's Christmas in July. So yeah, you'll want to do that.
What your neighbors say.
Oh,
Hey.
exactly.
But
So-
he just recently had a new baby, so he's got an excuse.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's always about the children. I have a child. It's so hard.
Sean is saying that you should fill in the crafting when Sherry's not here.
I could probably think about something. I don't know.
That would be a lot of fun. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's always fun to spend so much time with you. I guess it's just time
To say goodbye.
Say goodbye. So
Yeah, I actually had to make a lay tonight because tomorrow is tropical day at
Day camp for the boy.
Oh.
And I couldn't find one to buy at Michael's or Dollar Tree to save my soul, so I had to buy flowers at Dollar Tree and some straws, and I made my own.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it a lei with all those dollar bills around it?
No.
No, it's just with flowers.
I already did a cookie episode this past year using one of those shooters.
Yeah, but you could probably do it again for Christmas.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Crazy kids.
Okay, Jeff's gonna let Jeff. When you do, please take a picture and show us what it looks like. I'd love to see that. Thank you so much, everyone. It is time to say goodnight. So I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
Been watching
Mr. What?
Anonymous.
Mr. Anonymous?
Anonymous. You've been watching PTV Live Holiday Edition here on Pepper Tree Villa. Have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now it's time for your moment of groovy. Good night, everyone.
Good night.